Alright, welcome to my first breakdown video. I'm Hyfudiar. I make a wide range of experimental music and big into sound design. And I've been wanting to do this for a while to give more insight into my process, which is pretty much always different between every track, and to have a means of explaining some things about tracks, some backstories and stuff that aren't aren't obvious from listening to the track, and also all the this track is very simple, but most of my tracks have a lot of very deep complexity that you can't even necessarily hear in the track. I just put a lot of detail in there. So this is a way for me to share that. I'd like to go back and do this for older tracks as well. I don't know if I'll end up doing that because I only have so much time and I don't remember a lot about some older tracks, so we'll have to see. I'll take a look at my past couple tracks and see what would be worth making a video about. But this is my most recent track, Cherry and Lemon Swirl, which was named after, as you can see from the project file, I was eating a cherry and lemon swirl Italian ice cup while I made it, and I just kind of stuck with that as the name. So, I'm just going to start by playing this first little bit. So that pretty much is the whole track right there. As I said, it's pretty simple. The inspiration for it came from a couple sources. For the synthesizer, I was watching some sound design or synthesizer based video, I'm not sure what, and they had a triangle synthesizer being modulated by another a triangle wave, and I just as they cranked up the modulator, I really liked the way that sounded. Now, I'm not sure what exactly they were doing, because it didn't sound quite like how it sounds here. There was a lot more depth to it, but I really like things coming in and out of phase with each other. So the entire point of this track, or at least the synthesizer part, is just having this the carrier and the modulator slowly coming in and out of phase with each other. And I really like the way that sounds. So I've got this very low and slow LFO slowly modulating the fine control of the B oscillator. And that's pretty much it. Except for this is the part I really like. That. So I'm not sure how I came across it exactly. I think it was probably just while I was working on it, I plopped a delay on there and then was playing around with it. But that sound really, really, really reminds me of the Submachine games, which, if you haven't ever played them, you should. They were these old Flash games by, let's say, like, Matthias Shutnik or something like that. That they were point and click puzzle adventure games with this really, really dreary atmosphere that I really loved. And the sound design in the games was really good as well. The sound design and music were probably what stood out to me most in the games. And for whatever reason, that little, the delay revving up in that section really reminded me of it. So I really liked that. And then this section, I obviously had to keep the delay within a certain window, because if I had the delay too long or too short, it would mess with the sonic qualities of the synthesizer. At least if I had it too short. If I had it too long, it would probably be all right. But Bumble's running around. With having these little revs, I had to keep slowly decreasing increasing the speed of the delay as well. And it creates this big low end. You can see, I mean, the low end's already pretty big, but it gets a bit bigger. And like that as well, the delayed line of the synthesizer also falls out of sync with the rest and then comes back in, which I also really like. The other part is this filtered white noise. Was actually what started this track. I was watching a Andrew Huang and Rob Scallon video, and they were doing a lot of stuff with noise, and Andrew Huang had this module that was like a stereo filter somehow. It looked very complicated. I'm not sure what entirely it did, but it made me think about filtering in stereo and sort of cycling between left and right, and it sounded nice. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make that, and it made this really nice, I don't know, it's just kind of relaxed and calming, sweeping white noise from left to right. I like it. And then I put like a little bit more into it. I don't think random is doing anything here. I think I was gonna do something with that, but I don't remember what. I think I was gonna do something with random and arpeggiator, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I just have this on white noise. Oops. And then a rack with utility splitting left and right, and then a filter on each with an LFO on each, set up the same, controlling the filter frequency, but with the phase split, so they're always opposite each other. Then a little bit of vinyl distortion, saturator, and reverb. This new reverb's freaking me out. I don't know. I didn't realize that Ableton had updated, so it freaked me out a little bit, but I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it still does everything the same. It just looks different for some reason. I think that's about it. So that's the first breakdown video for Hyfudiar. I think I'll go back and let's see. Oh yes, I can do the drone video for my previous track. That would be good. Material and Immaterial, drone 1. Yeah, and I can explain what Material and Immaterial means. Yeah, that sounds good. So, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.